Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The situation in Germany is aggravating. Not aggravating in a way that I get aggravated, but it's getting worse and worse. Economically and the way of life, how the Germans used to live and how they are required to live and go about with their lives. I have an article here, and this article obviously talks about what happens in Germany, in that rich country with rich people and hardworking and innovative people. Let's see what's going on here. This article comes from Fortune from July 8, 2022, actually, and this is the title. The situation is more than dramatic. Germany is rationing hot water and turning off the lights to reduce natural gas consumption. All right, what does that mean? If you ration hot water, that means you're gonna have maybe, I don't know, less showers, because you need the water. You don't just go and turn on the faucet and let it go and say, I like the sound of water. Yeah, I like that, but coming from a stream, not from you know, the faucet over there. So I don't think they do that. And I don't think they did that. So how can you reduce that? That means you're gonna take a shorter shower. What does that mean? You stay in a shower like 3 hours? How many? Some of us do that, but maybe not 3 hours. But then what are you gonna do? You're gonna move faster. Okay, no problem. That's good. You're gonna spend more calories. That means good physical activity. You're gonna stay fit. The other one is turn off the lights to reduce natural gas. Okay, turn off the light. That's always a good thing. But you should nevertheless, right? You're not in the room, turn off the light, go to the other room, turn on the light. Or whether you're going to use candles, well, I tell you how it was when I was a teenage boy in Romania. And I keep bringing this because I see these trends, not the trends that, oh my God, it's a crisis. I see the trends in the leaders' behavior. And the leaders' behaviors, because they're human, if they're allowed by us to do what they do, they will always end up as tyrannical because we have tyranny inside of us. It's just that the rules and being afraid of the punishment associated with breaking the rules that keep us in check. Because I know, no, I'm a moral person. You are? Okay, based on what? On my Christian values. Well, why are the Christian values? Because you're afraid to go there and meet the guy and stay in the sauna and stay in the hot tub with other guys over there. That's why. You're afraid of the punishment and the rewards which come away from keep you away from the punishment. So some people work to be better people so they don't get there and go and meet their life with and have their afterlife and so on with whomever they think is over there. So that's one thing. The other one says, I want to be a good person. Okay, why do you want to be a good person? You are or you're not. So you work on that. That means you have the incentive to do something that you're not supposed to. Well, that's what I'm talking about. You can train yourself, but again, it's the punishment. A punishment associated with that. And we made laws and regulations, and our cultures are based on positive, beautiful, ideas. Don't hurt other people, don't kill other people, help if you can, things like this. Work hard, achieve stuff. So, nevertheless, in this case, in Romania, we had rationalized, not rationalized. Actually, we didn't have rationalized. They turned it off and on. They, being the government, they would turn it on and off whenever. And it was like the president. It was not Ceausescu who did that, turn it off and on. No, there were people in the echelons of power that were had to do that because they didn't have energy. They had to save. So let's say you want to take a bath because you want to take a bath or a shower, and you go. There's no water, either at all or no hot water. Hot water was rare. All right, you meet it whenever you can find it, and what do? You boil it. You put it on the stove on a big metal buckets and over there, and you on a open flame that was a natural gas flame. So you see, you go around and you use that. You warm the water and you do a bird bath. That's how you were doing it, and imagine doing that every day, and it takes hours to do that. Takes your time. And then again with the food, electricity, they were just, you, I don't know, stay inside the house and boom, no more light. The whole neighborhood, the whole city, for I don't know, an hour, 3 hours, 5 hours. And what do? You use candles, and you go get all gas operated candles and so on. That's how you are. You are back where you started 7,000 years ago, when having candles and fire. That's how you light. So yeah, I know how that is, and they're getting there. But they see it goes slowly, by little by little. So let's see what's going on here, at least with these guys. For months, Germany, and that is self-induced. Romania self-induced that, again, by its stupid economic communist policies, ended up with this, and the outside effort to destroy. That's a war always. These guys try to destroy that group tried to destroy this one. But this one was not functional, planned economic. Should be some planning, but not like that. So the same with these guys. These guys imposed sanctions on a country that had nothing to do with Ukraine or with Russia. So it's self-imposed by those guys over there who think they can do stuff in the name of the electorate who voted for them. Mass democracy again. For months, Germany has feared having to ration energy amid Russia's increasing willingness to turn off the tap. No, it's because of sanctions. You're either or. You can't be sanctioned here but not sanctioned here, a little bit here but not there. Now, those fears are becoming, they try to throw this on Russia. It's Russia's fault because they turn it off. No, you impose sanctions, so live by your sanctions. Oh, no, 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 natural gas, no, just oil. What do you mean? And why just oil? And not even oil completely. What about natural gas? Just a little bit until we can find another guy. So stop Russia. We're going to in your butt, okay? You just stay over there until we find another guy, and when we find the other guy, we're just gonna do fuck. And I don't care about you, but you should just wait until I find someone. Why should Russia do that? I would just let this fuck. Bye. See ya. Find your little guys across the Atlantic. Maybe they can provide you with something. Why don't you do that? Oh, it's the Russians. No, wait. I'm not ready yet. You're sanctioned, but I'm not ready. Yeah, I help you to be ready right now. Boom. That would be in the real world. So that's why I think it's a lot of things that obviously we don't know, and we just sniff here and there what's going on. So anyway, Germany. Now those fears are becoming a reality as Germany prepares for a return to 1970s style energy rationing, when the OPEC oil embargo forced governments to mandate measures like dimmer lights and car-free Sundays. So they're used. Good. Last year, Germany relied on Russia for 55% of its natural gas imports. Germany has since been able to reduce the number to 35%, but with Russia seemingly prepared to further cut, they decided, you know what, why it's only you here? There's two of us. Further cut gas shipments to Europe, German officials are having to make some difficult choices. You throw yourself in this bullshit. This week, a city official in Hamburg, Germany's second largest city, warned that and I'm quoting, warm water could only be made available at certain times of the day in an emergency. What's the emergency? Forecasting the possibility of severe natural gas shortages. And on Friday, residents in the eastern German state of Saxony were told by their housing association that they could take hot showers only between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. each day. They dictated that you should live your life the way they say, because they made a decision to do something for you, and you agreed to vote for them about 3 years ago, 1 year ago, or something like that. There you go, mass democracy. And say, wait a second, why? I want someone who makes the right decision because to make me live my life the way I want to live it. But this is the people we vote with and all that. Nevertheless, had to change the elevation here. The situation is more than dramatic. Axel Gadachko, a German politician, Gadachko, very German name, a German politician and president of GDW, the Federal Association of German Housing, told FT, it isn't hot water that's being rationed. It isn't just hot water. In addition to shorter shower times, officials, our leaders, our handlers, our masters, asking the city councils nationwide to turn off traffic lights at night, stop illuminating historic buildings, and go easy on using air conditioners in a bid to conserve electricity. Now, if you don't use air conditioning, you're going to be hot, you're going to be sweaty, you need a shower. So you see, it's that circle. So you're not going to get shower. You're going to be a little bit more like that and very uncomfortable. Yeah, return to energy rationing. The German economy ministry issued recommendation in June, like we can't think about it. We don't want to do it. In June for citizens to follow during the summer as the chances of an acute energy shortage next winter grow. Yeah, Germans are now being asked to use their air conditioning as sparingly as possible, avoid heating in homes whenever weather permits, and switch lights bulbs to more energy efficient LEDs when possible. Like as I said, they were turning on the light, the heating in the home because they didn't need it. They need that heat. So every kilowatt hour helps in this situation. Officials are asking Germans to ration their energy now as the country races to fill its natural gas reserves before next winter. With full reserves, Germany would be able to shoulder a complete cutoff of Russian gas imports for around 10 weeks. 10 weeks, a government official said last month. But filling reserve is proving to be a big, probably, task. As German gas reserves are currently only 62% full, according to the country's network regulator. And it says Habeck, that's I think for the economic minister or something, has said that Germany's plan is to have natural gas storage at 80% capacity by October and 90% by November. Well, if you don't do that, you're going to make the Ukrainians stop the war, so then you can lift your sanctions and get your gas. We'll see. We'll see. And I talk about the Nord Stream 1, which is in trouble because of the turbine that the Canadians just fixed and will send it to Russians to be able to give them energy, gas, so they can live a normal life in the 2022. That's thank you very much for allowing us to live our lives like that. And it's not like it's a crisis because something, no, it's a self-imposed crisis. Self-imposed. So but if you want to feel more about it, go ahead, feel more about it. Follow that. And with that, more things to follow. I guarantee you. Because that's the way is with these tyrants, bullies, dictators. Once they get the power a little bit and they see they can go further, they will go further. They will go further, further, and further. You'll see. You'll see further. That's how it goes. You don't believe me? Just look inside your own behavior and you find out that when you have something, you have a pleasure. Let's say you find a candy, you want more candies and more candies. That's exactly like here. If you have power, you want more power and want more power. That's natural. Well, maybe you say, no, I'm not like that. Well, look deeper and you're going to find that little thing somewhere, and it's not down there. It's somewhere within, if you know what I mean. We all have it, more or less. And once that gets activated, it grows, it grows, it grows. It needs more and more and more. And I think this is what's going to happen here. They're not going to stop only at this, but you don't want to create a crisis just like that. You want to do a little gradual, so you get them used a little bit. I explained that in other videos. Well, I'm sorry, and that's going to happen. Well, it's self-imposed. They impose sanctions on Russians who don't have this kind of problem, by the way. Only the Germans who imposed sanctions have this problem. So who's sanctioned? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.